Hey, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good night. I am here with Bonnie and had some time to go live and thought we'd just come and see who was around to hang out. So let's
We got
kind of go down and see
all
who's
these fine
here.
looking men in chat.
Thank you, Anti, for the campfire with some music. You guys let us know if our sound is okay, if the volume's okay on the campfire video, and if it's okay on us and everything else, please. Hey, JM, thank you for being here. You had a great live stream earlier. Glad I got to catch what I could of it. I'm here. Always good to see you. Anti, thank you for being here and being an amazing mod, always. Axiom, good to see you. Yeah, the link is pinned if anybody wants to come and join us up here. Feel free. Mike, good to see you. Thanks for being here and modding. So, Bonnie, I know your live stream was earlier tonight, right?
Yes,
Yeah, how'd it go? Hey,
I think
Pa.
it went pretty good. Hopefully, everyone else did.
Mm-hmm.
It
I
was
bet they
just
did.
getting back to the roots of why I started doing this, and it's it's always been about God, family, country, and so I opened with a prayer and just said my
Mm-hmm.
thing, and people started coming up, and we were just chatting like we are now about
Yeah, nice.
trying to keep
Yeah.
the pettiness out and relationships and friendships and all that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. I hear that. I'm here, Axiom. Sorry for making you guys wait a minute. We're always yapping in the back.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Good to see you, Yankee. Let's see who else. I just forgot who else I
Bobby,
just saw. Pa. Yeah.
Sip, and Bon Eric.
Zip. Good to see you. David, glad you're here. Oh, thanks for letting me know it sounds okay. Patrick, good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while.
Um,
Let us know how you're doing. Thank you, Mike. Hey, Von Eric. Blessings to you as well. Always good to see you. Glad everybody's here. Yeah, I agree, Bonnie. Like, I don't know, it's getting overwhelming. We're always kind of stuck sifting through, and somebody put it as like scratching to have to find the truth. I think it was Chrissy Cat that said that. It's a shame we
yeah,
have to always be scratching and scratching to try to get to it. Um, and it can get overwhelming. And I think that's why sometimes people's, nerves can get frayed and people can be, including myself, can be a little short with others or take things the wrong way or maybe not let
yes,
things slide that you normally would.
yes,
But I think the more that we can like work on having grace with ourselves and with each other, the better. Hey, Garrett.
I agree.
Good to see
Well,
you.
and at the same time, though, we have a country to save, so it's kind
Yeah,
of
we also, yep.
it's kind of
Catch 22. Hey, D Dog.
yes, it can get very frustrating, and I totally understand it, especially with the men, because the men, it I don't know, we've just always looked up to them as the protectors and you know, the ones that are there, and so I can totally understand the frustration that the men are feeling because we all see what's going on, and
Hmm.
but at the same time, it's enjoying your family and friends and life. You have to have that
Yeah.
balance.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I'm getting closer to finding that balance than I have been. But I mean, really, the last few years have been
Yeah.
like a crash course in a lot of ways. Aloha,
Yeah.
Steve. And,
It's,
I think at one point, I went into a lot of like anxiety, feeling like everything was about to happen tomorrow.
Right.
And now I have a little bit more um, of an understand, I think a better understanding of kind of the pace at which this is all working.
Yes. That's at first. I felt a really
Oh,
anxious,
Pa.
like, rush to do something. And
Mm-hmm.
now it's more, okay, this is happening slowly. So take a deep breath and
Yeah.
roll with the waves.
Yeah. Exactly. But at the same time, I mean, like you said, but then at the same time, it's like we can't just sit back. We have to be taking action, too.
Yes,
So it is
definitely.
tricky. Hey, Uncool. Good to see you. The link is pinned if you're able to come up and join us. I'd love to have you up here or anyone who wants to come up.
I was going to see how you said the second part of that name. I was waiting for that.
Oh, Uncool Paranoia. Paranoia.
Oh,
But
okay.
I just call her Uncool. But she's actually awesome. So,
Cool.
yeah. There's the typical greeting from Garrett to Steve and vice versa.
Emotional damage.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, me too, Anti and Pa. I don't get those very often, but I always like it when I do. Or when what will happen for me more frequently is someone will come and check out my channel, and I don't have a lot of like videos in the video section. They're mostly in the live. And so people will comment on the poem that I did as a tribute to Ron. And whenever that happens, I always go back and kind of look through some of the other comments others left and reminisce and think of Ron.
Yes.
Thank you, Mike. Right? Yeah, calm down. David's here. We can calm down. Hey, Ghetto. Good to see you, Garfield.
That's-
Hey, D. Hopefully
Hi,
it's really
girls.
you.
How are you,
Okay.
ladies?
Good to see you. I forgot to check backstage.
I just got here, babe. No worries.
Yeah, glad it's you. Yeah, thanks for coming up. How are you
Oh,
doing?
of course. Of course. Oh, I love you, ladies. You're talking action and we got to do something.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. We do. We
Mm-hmm.
do. So, what have
Hey,
you been
beautiful
up to,
T.
lady? You got little ones at home, don't you? You got little
Yeah,
ones.
I do.
Yeah.
My daughter is actually turning 5 tomorrow, so we're having a big
Aw.
birthday party. Yeah, big birthday
Aw.
party for her, and it's gonna be really fun. She's so excited. She's talking about how she's the birthday princess.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Yep.
Get, getting her a horse?
Yeah. It's a unicorn themed party, actually.
Oh, right on. Of
Yeah.
course it is.
oh my goodness.
Right.
That's perfect.
She would get along so
And
good with my
I was
granddaughter.
listening to Salty
yeah.
Cracker. I think it was his show Wednesday, not tonight's show, but yeah, because I was listening to it and I was gardening and he was talking about how I can't remember what some stuff came out and his little sister, he just remembers on Christmas his little sister going, I hope it's a Care Bear, I hope it's a Care Bear. And whatever it was, it wasn't a Care
Uh-huh.
Bear, but I can't remember what it was, but
Hey,
it was
Charlie.
just so cute of him talking about his sister and those memories, it's cool.
Thanks,
It's cool.
cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's really cute because my kids are so close in age. They're 18 months apart to the day. So it's actually
Yeah.
my son's half birthday tomorrow. So we celebrate his half birthday on her birthday. But they're
Oh
they're best
my.
friends. I mean, they can, they're brother and sister. They can fight like cats and
Hmm.
dogs, but they're also little best friends. So it's really sweet.
Oh yeah. My kids
Right.
were best friends for a long time. Um,
Mhm.
but today was the day my 24-year-old daughter and first child to ever leave the home has moved her bed off the property. She will be shut up
Oh, wow.
staying somewhere else. So Yeah,
right.
kind of wild, but she's
Hey,
already spent
Donna.
time in Ecuador after she graduated high school. She likes to travel a lot, and it's
Mm-hmm.
just funny because she moved somewhere really convenient in town. Just put it that way.
Oh, that's good.
So
Hey, Sharon.
yeah, it's pretty wild when they grow up and move out. I mean, my kids are kind of
Yeah.
late in that regard because 24 is kind of late, but
Well, I think now more and more though, people are staying home longer
yeah.
or
Hey,
coming
Ghetto.
back home, you know?
Yeah, good to see you, man. I've seen you in a minute. T girl. Boy, it's been a minute since I've seen some of these people.
Yeah,
Tea
good to
girl,
see you,
yeah,
Karen.
Always good to
Karen.
see all the old names. It always
Mm-hmm.
does me a little, heart flip when I see somebody that kicked it around back in those hard nights, man. Those long, hard days when I think we're still in them, but those early
Right?
ones. Yeah, those early
Yeah.
ones, especially after Dangerous passed, and it's just
Yeah.
like, man, this is so yucky right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it was nice to find each other. It's always nice to be able to see people in here that used to see all the time. You
Yeah.
make all the ladies' heart flip. Oh, listen to you. You make your own flip the most, though, honey. You be cracking yourself up the most, don't you, Ghetto? Yeah, he
That's
he
true.
always cracked me up. He always
Yeah.
cracked me up. Funny guy, real funny guy. That one.
Yeah, Ghetto actually let me know that I'd set the time wrong. If anybody saw it, I set it for like
Oh,
11:15 in the morning tomorrow.
hmm.
He gave me a heads
Oh,
up, so that
Kino,
was
Oops.
nice.
thank you. Yeah, I
Oh,
noticed you were.
Ghetto did. Hey,
Yeah,
Hugh.
funny. I didn't even notice that because I was looking and I'm like, oh, she must be going on tomorrow. Yeah, that was weird. And then,
Yeah,
and
nope,
then
just said it
yeah.
wrong.
Oh, cool. No music tonight.
We'll see if
There's
anybody wants to come up and play. We have some music
Mm-hmm.
going in the background, I guess. But
Sweet. How many kids do you have? Two?
I
Just the
have
boy and a
two.
girl?
So
Yeah, yeah.
my daughter turns 5 tomorrow, and my son will be six and a
Yep.
half.
Mm-hmm.
And they're, it's really, really fun ages. They're like so excited
Those
about
are good.
everything, and they're
They
just
still
learning,
play the same. They can still play the same stuff for now.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
It'll
yep.
change in a couple of years when he wants to
Hey
do more
Dom,
boy stuff.
have a good night, Dom. I know you've had a long night. Yeah, they're pretty good right now about getting along. It's cute because he'll teach her. He was in kindergarten and she was in basically preschool. They call it pre-K. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
but she's already learning to read, and he mostly. I mean, of course we read to them all the time, but it was really cute because whenever he'd get his little homework words to read out, like little 3-letter words to sound out, she'd
Mm-hmm.
sit there and read with him, and
Right
so
on.
cute. Kelly, it's good to see you.
So,
Thanks to everybody coming by.
are they off for the summer with school, or because I don't think you don't homeschool, do you?
Nope, they're off for the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm kind of wrapping things up in my classroom, getting things packed up and put away and everything. And Monday will be my last like official day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good call, Ghetto.
For your job, you're a teacher, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Carissa. Good to see you. Glad you're here.
Hi,
I've been seeing
Carissa.
you around a lot in a lot of the music streams and on Discord.
Oh, now I hear the
Oh, I
music. I didn't hear it before.
six-pack shaker. That's Tupac. Yeah. See you later, Dom. Have a good night.
Night, I wonder if everybody's sleeping better because I sure am. I'm sleeping a lot better than I was a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Are you?
Yeah. I mean, I think
Yeah.
I definitely went through it. I don't. I don't sleep a lot as it is. I've always been a night
Yes.
owl and a bit of an insomniac, so I don't,
Mm-hmm.
I don't get a lot of sleep, but that's normal for me.
Yeah.
But my anxiety level is a lot lower. So if
Mm-hmm.
that's what you're asking, then yes.
Well, I'm curious if you're sleeping anymore. I mean, I've always been an insomniac too, and I could go on 5 or 6 hours. I could even function on 4 if I had to. I'm not great on
Hmm.
4. Like Devil Dog says, he's done 4 hours all his life. I mean, I think that would just wreck
Yeah,
me.
that's about yeah,
Um,
4 to 5 hours is about my norm.
yeah, but
But
everyone is wired differently.
yeah,
6 is my norm.
D,
6 to 7.
your mic
Yeah.
is. It's not a huge deal, but your mic is crackling all of a sudden. Do you have
Oh,
something that
I'm
might be
sorry.
like a
Okay, let
microphone
me try
bumping or
to.
something?
No, I'm just walking around a minute. I just threw something away, but let me try to bounce out and come back, maybe, or is it still doing it?
Yeah, it's still doing it.
Okay.
It might just be if you're moving around, it might just be the mic on your
No,
shirt or
I'm not
something.
moving anymore, but I have to be moving. So if I
Gotcha.
may just join you guys in chat. It was problematic earlier. Love you girls,
Oh, okay.
though. Thank you for
Yeah,
having
love you
me.
too.
Aw,
Okay, honey. Bye
Yeah.
bye.
Sorry, D.
love you, G.
I didn't mean for her to jump down, but
I can either. But that's
that's
and once I get to sleep, I can sleep. Have to have 7 hours. But it's just
nice.
getting to sleep that seems to be the issue before 5
Yeah.
a.m.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Hugh, I know you are because he'll say he's going to bed like an hour into a chat or a live stream, and then like 3 hours later, he's like, "Okay, good night." I'm like, "You go to sleep."
Yeah.
But I'm the same way. Thank you, Anti. Yeah, if anybody's not subbed to Sons of Liberty, that's Bill Bailey, and he's a national treasure and an amazing person, great patriot with a lot of great information. So go check his channel out.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah, Karen, that's in the 3 to 5 range is where I usually fall, but I will take naps every once in a while if I have the chance. It doesn't happen very often, but sometimes. Yeah, 5 to 6. Mm-hmm.
Ounces.
Got it. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, we got blackout curtains the last place that we lived because we had morning sun and it was just, I mean, it was, yeah, it would wake us up for sure when we didn't need to be awake yet. So we got those blackout curtains and they work great.
Yes, they do. The girls have to have those in their room.
Hmm.
3 to 5 minutes. Bless her heart. His heart.
It's hard. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I've never been officially diagnosed with insomnia, but I mean, I'm pretty sure I have it and a little anxiety too. Although
Yes.
I had been on anxiety medication a while. Well, actually not anxiety, but something like it a while back. And I don't know. I find with like almost all medications, it's like they put you on it with no plan to ever take you off of it. So
That
I
is
was able to wean
absolutely
myself
true.
off, and yeah, it's worked out well for me.
I'm glad you
Yeah,
did that.
melatonin does work. Yeah, yep. I'm not on any prescription medications now, and I'm grateful for it. Melatonin does work really well, actually. Um, I'll take a really small, I think it's like five, well, I won't say dosage because I'm not sure, but it's a really small amount. And it works for me a lot better than something like Tylenol PM or anything like that. If I do need to get sleep, if like I have to get sleep and I can't, sometimes I'll take that. And it works really, I mean, it knocks me out, but it like, I don't feel groggy in the morning or anything like that. And it's supposed to be, I think, one of the healthier ways to, get sleep if you need it.
Yeah.
But, it's still something you're putting in that maybe shouldn't be there. Thank you, Anti.
Indeed.
A blackout mask.
At work.
Nice.
No, maybe it was during the day.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Axiom. That's my go-to. I self-medicate and I have no problem with that.
Me too, girl.
Yeah. So I feel like I'm kind of behind the times on a lot of current events on what's going on. It's like I'm seeing headlines, but I'm not having time to dive too deep in anything, which is kind of good in a way.
Um, yes, it is.
Less headache, right, Pa?
When I open my
Yeah.
computer, the headlines start going by automatically.
Hmm.
And so I can't help but see them. Sometimes I'll try and find the funny ones that are so ridiculous you just have to laugh. And then,
Yeah.
but a lot of them, um, when when it says attack, I have to look at it to see, okay, what's up? Cyber
Yeah, I
attacks,
know. They
thing.
get you on all those, breaking and for real,
Yeah,
it's like all the, big bold, and you have to kind of look and just see like, is something really happening or is just, clickbait? Mostly it's clickbait.
yeah,
Yeah, I agree, Agent Orange. Work with a nutritionist. Many doctors are simply drug salesmen. Yep.
yes.
Whether they realize it or not, I think that is the case. And Carissa, I'm
Thank you.
curious. You said it only works for 2 weeks. I think you're talking about the melatonin, but I'm just curious. I don't take it on a regular basis, but I am curious if it's something you're only supposed to take 2 weeks. If you take it daily, I don't know. Bear Independent has a great channel. I really like a lot of what he's been sharing lately.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly, Kelly. Clickbait, propaganda, and distractions. Yeah,
yes.
sums up a lot of it.
I did see where I think it's Paris, maybe. Um, no, it's a country. I don't know, but they're making this month Family Month, spending time
Hmm.
with kids and family and doing family stuff together. And I was like, well, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I like that. Did they choose their timing because of Pride Month? Is kind of
Most
a
likely,
yeah.
kind of a
I also I found
get back.
out that it's prostate health awareness month, which I thought was pretty interesting timing to go along with Pride Month, to be honest, but I don't know if that was intentionally done or not.
Well, and I
But
think I saw where it was Mental Health Month, so guess it all goes together, right?
yeah, yeah,
I don't know.
exactly.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's another one. Huckleberry.
Yeah, I'm getting to that one. Yeah, like I said, I've heard like you know, titles of articles and videos, but I haven't really gotten to dive into anything. So I don't know, but did one of the whistleblowers disappear or were they found dead? What does anybody know?
But I understand gone past. Yeah,
Hmm. Was that one of the ones that
mysteriously.
just came forward? Yeah, good
Well,
call, Charlie.
see, then I saw another headline where the business partner is being,
Kelly.
what's it called? It's not indicted. It's just I can't remember.
Mm,
So it wasn't the business partner.
right. At least it's not Pfizer. Okay, yeah. The whistleblower was found dead today, Garrett said.
Yep.
Hmm. Yeah, the woman passed away. Hmm.
That's right. It was a woman. But it's weird that they mysteriously, the one that I read.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll look into that more. I have a couple videos saved to watch. I just haven't had a chance to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Exactly, Pa. Yeah, and I agree, Krista. The news is depressing. Although, a lot of times I feel like it's not as depressing as they're making it seem. I think they're just trying to. Sorry, I hadn't heard that before. Hitlery youth. It's so true. Yeah. I like that one, Anti. Hey, Mayhem. Good to see you. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous. I mean, how many people, though, have to die or be disappeared or commit suicide around them, It's
Yeah.
crazy.
And do the three letters just not even notice this, or they just don't care anymore?
Yeah.
What's up with that? Just sweep it
I
under the
I think
rug.
yeah, I think they're all owned and operated and not for we the people at all
Yeah.
anymore.
Oh, and they could have been the
They
ones that
are owned by someone else.
did
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Never know.
Yeah, good question, Garrett. How's your hand doing, Mayhem? And Mayhem has a blanket hello to everyone. Wise.
I understand
Some
that. It's
people,
just
yeah, some people I like Garrett, for example. Garrett, how many times do you think I've said hi to you today? Like, I love it. But it's just funny. There's certain people we like jump around at the same time, and it's like, hey, hey, hey.
yep.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. All right. So we'll see Hugh in another hour or so. I'm just kidding. Hugh, have a good night. I hope you do get some sleep.
Good night, you.
Yeah. I bet it's even more than that, Garrett. But it's awesome. It's great.
Yeah, I missed
Mayhem.
Clay.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of wanted to watch that. I saw that he had Doc back up there, and it's
Yeah,
like, oh,
I had it going for most of it, but I was packing up my classroom and working on some other things, so I didn't get to hear it all. Um, but I think it was a good show. I know,
good.
yeah, Mr. Smith and Hugh and Dom Torregrossa or Grosse. I always say his last name wrong. They were
Yes,
up playing live and playing some of their videos and stuff, and that was cool.
good.
Yeah,
They did. They
Doc
put on a
has
great show.
Doc has a like a karaoke community that it sounds like he's become involved with that has some
Oh,
shows
good.
coming up. Yeah. But I was kind of glad to see Doc and Clay reunite for this, kind of like we talked about, letting things go and getting past things when possible.
Yes, definitely.
So that was, I thought, a nice thing to see and for the community to see.
Yeah.
Just for my view of it. I don't know all the details or anything, but just to put that out there. I like when people can come back together again.
Yes.
Yeah, Mayhem, I'm glad to hear you're healing. Sorry to hear you're not back to 100% yet. Nope. Wrong Indy, Agent Orange. Thank you, Hugh. Hey, Echo. Good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Hi, Echo. Document.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, Mike. Oh, we were talking about Doc Danger. Just I don't know if that just happened to be around the same time, but we were talking about Doc Danger was on with Conspiracy Music. But yes, Doc Mac also has a great channel and does great things. I love when I catch his live streams. They're usually like, kind of a smaller group and a lot of people I don't see all the time. It's I like his live streams are pretty funny.
And we need the laughter too. So bad.
Yeah. Carissa, I see you coming up backstage. If you are able to show your face on camera, then I can let you up. Or even if I do need to see your face on camera. Unfortunately, it doesn't have to be on camera to be on the panel, but just for me to see you backstage. Okay, thanks, Carissa. You can, if you want to go back, you don't have to show your face. I don't mind. All right. Hey, Carissa, good to see you up here.
You too.
Hi,
Can you hear
Thanks for
me?
coming up. Yeah, I can hear you great.
Okay.
Yeah, Carissa. So I've been seeing you around a lot in like the music community, and then also on Discords, like a couple different
Yeah.
servers.
Yeah.
So are you pretty new? Are you newer to the music community, or
I mean,
I just
music is everything. I
Mhm.
mean, I'm not, but the community itself on like social media, yes. Like
Yeah.
I just started kind of watching YouTube reactors and YouTube like just video like music videos over the
Mhm.
last 2 years, and then it kind of sprouted into finding reactors and finding independent artists. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the word of mouth kind of
Yeah,
the
it's
way that I
great.
see it. So I'm
Mhm.
I'm loving it. It's beautiful. So
Anti mayhem. You have a volunteer to help you.
what's
You're
that?
funny. Oh, I'm talking to the chat a little bit.
Oh, okay. How do I get back to the chat?
Hey. Oh, okay, so when you're backstage in StreamYard, where it says comments, that's actually the chat. And then there's another
Okay.
tab that says private chat. Private chat is if you want to send a message to me or Bonnie. It's not for everybody, but the comments is like the YouTube chat. Redneck, good to see you. Oh, and sometimes you press the wrong buttons. We all do that.
Yes.
Not that button.
I read
Yeah,
Nick.
good night. Good night, Uncool. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you get some good rest. I know you've got your little one too. Yeah, mayhem. That does sound weird. You guys are funny. Yeah, Carissa, it was really great to see you up here. I hope you come back up. You guys better live stream it when it happens. All right, I see you, Carissa. You're good. All right. Yep, we've all done that, Carissa, several times. Like,
You can't push the back button.
right, Carrot? Yeah, mayhem's a good kind of weird.
Okay.
Usually makes me
Okay. I'm good now.
laugh. Yeah, thanks for coming back up.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you've found this whole, indie community of music because, and us, I mean, we're kind of a hub for a lot of different, kind of a lot of different communities, and have, gotten tied in with the music community too, which has been awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a really great community, a lot of really good support and a lot of collaboration
I
that goes
just
on there.
yeah, and I used to like growing up, I always did the social media thing. But getting
Hmm.
older and having a child and like, life gets busy and noisy, and I just got away from it. and the drama.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, sometimes there's drama. We try not to.
Right, I'm here. Yeah, that's pretty much our community, a hodgepodge of knuckleheads.
There
Yep.
you go.
We're the
That's a great I like
misfits.
that.
We're the
The misfits. Yeah.
misfits.
The
Yeah.
island of misfit toys.
That's
I've
what
heard that a
Carl
few
always
times.
says. Yeah. How does this sound
Uh-huh.
any better? I'm on my laptop. Is this any better than it was? Because
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
static has
Yeah,
been
thanks for
bad.
coming back up, Dee.
Oh, yeah, of course, Indy. Of course. I'm so thrilled you're on.
Yeah, I was glad I was able to come on here.
Yeah. You guys gonna do any vacations for the summer? Family vacation anywhere?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
my family owns a cabin in the mountains of Oregon, and it's my favorite place in the world. It is just like a slice of heaven. I love it. It's,
Right on.
sentimental for like a million different reasons.
I'll bet.
Um, but it's been in my family for 60 years, so I've been there all of my life and we love it. So we're going with a bunch of our family, and a few of our friends are coming too, and we're going to be able to go for an entire week and should be
Oh,
great.
wonderful. You're
Yeah.
going to get away from it all. That is going to be great.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
The greatest
Yep.
reset, refresh.
Yeah. And I mean, it's usually there's no cell phone service there, which is like a huge, like, I love that that's the way it is because,
Yeah.
there's just, you get to totally disconnect. What is is it Skynet? Is that the right name? Skynet? That's Elon Musk's internet?
Starlink.
Starling.
Starlink. Skynet's the thing from Terminator, I
It
think.
sounds
Starlink.
good, though.
Right. Yeah, I know.
It could
Tomato,
be that
tomato. It's like the same
together.
thing. Like,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Well, anyway, they've got that out there now, so we'll see if I end up having cell service, I'll be like, dang it, because I kind of like
Oh,
that. I like that we don't.
I know.
Yeah.
When
Drama-free
we did,
zone. That's right.
when we did a cruise, it was something that I noticed. The first time we went, I can't remember what year it was. I think it was 7 years ago. We went to Hawaii, and that was amazing because you're 4.5 days at sea, and the first time 7 years ago, the internet, you had to pay for, I can't remember what, you had to pay like $50 or $100 just to get a half an hour to an hour. And we were gone for 16 days. So we did it one time, and we
Yes,
never
thank you. Right.
we never even filled that time up. But then I heard, and what was interesting was people actually talked to each other. Strangers actually talked to each other. Everybody wasn't staring in their phones. But then we went to Alaska a few years later, and they were already starting to get better internet on those cruise ships. And I thought, what a bummer, because it really does change everything. It really does.
Yeah.
Right, Eddie? That's why I mixed up the names.
Right? You have to be forced to not have internet. I mean, you have to like drive out to the middle of nowhere just to not be able to plug in, but there will be a day when you can't even do that. That's their goal.
You guys are cracking me up in chat.
I know. They're funny.
Skynet will unalive you. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just get
And
a little
then
moody. I want to go to the beach.
Nice. Well, that's what I was gonna say. My husband's family actually has a house. They call it a cabin, but that's an actual house. That's like not far. It's like a block off the beach in Oregon, along the Oregon coast.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I think the other week that my husband has off, I think we're gonna head to their beach house, which is nice.
Are you anywhere near the California coast, or is that?
No, it's more like Cannon. It's not Cannon Beach. I'm not going to say exactly where, but it's Cannon Beach area, if you know where that is.
No, I don't know. I just know Gold Beach and
No, it's further north.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think I have some family in California, so sometimes we get down there, but I don't think we're going to get down there this summer.
Oregon.
You guys.
Oh, you silly
Well, this is why we
boys.
have us ladies up on panel talking publicly, and they can just keep it in the chat. Yeah. Oh, see, that's awesome, Pa. I wondered because I knew not very many people had gone live from there, so I wondered if it was a cell phone service issue. Yeah, that's nice though. I bet you guys had such an amazing time from everything I heard. Hey, John, good to see you. The link is pinned if anybody else wants to come and join us. Hillbilly internet. That sounds like adjusting my TV with like a beta or a VHS player back in the day. Remember when you'd have to like adjust the antenna and like I was the youngest. That was always my job.
You have to drive a mile away, Echo? Why don't you come up here, Echo? You can talk to us. Aren't you sick of typing, honey? I know you are. Come on, Echo.
Hillbilly internet equals yodeling.
You're like, hee-hoo. Hi, kitty.
Right. Nice, Dee. John, are you traveling for business or traveling for fun? What are you doing in a hotel room? What's going on?
Well, maybe it's personal.
Well, you know. What's a little conversation between how many 25 of us plus whoever watches later? You know.
Right. You tell, John.
Yeah. Right. I'm nosy. No. So, any other summer plans?
I don't have
Carissa,
any.
do you have any summer plans for vacation or somewhere special to go?
Maybe she stepped away a sec.
Yeah, she might have. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then other than that, I think just spending more time, having the time, as a teacher, it's really nice to have the summers to kind of spend more time with family and yeah.
Great schedule ever.
Can you
Hey,
hear me?
Libby. Yeah, now we can. All right. Well, have fun with your sister, Libby, but I'm glad you're here. Thanks for coming by and saying hi. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, John. Well, I'm sorry for your loss, but I hope that you guys are able to have laughter through tears. Sometimes we don't get to see some people as often as we do as when someone else passes away, and we get to gather and, share memories and reminisce. So I hope it's as fun as possible for you, John. But I am sorry for whoever you lost.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Sorry. Sucks.
Cares for the family.
I hate death.
I saw his comment earlier. I would not come to Boulder for fun. Too much commies and weed. Yeah.
Well, Colorado did take off just like California.
Is this a just blame anti we do?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that, John. Yeah, that's good.
I like those celebration of life. Regular funeral. Way to go.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. I just want to make sure I'm not.
Now we hear you. I don't know if you said anything before.
No, I did, but I don't think you guys heard me.
No, we didn't hear you before say anything, so.
Libby. Careful what you wish for. Yeah, Carissa, do you have any summer plans?
Yeah, so I already went to Texas and saw my family.
Oh, nice.
Oh, fun.
Yay, Texas.
Texas! Woo! Texas rocks. And that's it
She's
now.
like,
So July next month, June, July, August. It's hard to believe some kids go back to school in August nowadays. We got out.
Yeah.
We got out Memorial Day and didn't go back till Labor Day. Remember that? That was how it was.
till after Labor Day. Yeah,
Yeah.
Hmm.
Now
I
these poor
remember those
kids,
days.
they're always in school. Seems
Yeah.
like.
Yeah. The private school, we got out last Thursday was the kids' last day, the students' last day. But the city that I'm in, I think they're not out for the public schools aren't out for another 3 weeks.
Uh huh.
Wow.
Garrett's pretty harmless at least. Oh, hey Robert, thank you for coming by. I always appreciate seeing you.
Haven't seen Happy Two
Creepers in the
Bears in a
chat.
while.
What was that?
I said I haven't seen Happy Two Bears in a while. But he kind of comes and goes like that. I don't know if he ever comes around your channel.
I feel like I've seen that name in chat, but not frequently.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was in my chat tonight.
He was?
Yes.
Happy
With
Two
his
Bears
voice.
was?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
after
happy
I
to
left,
see him.
I
It
was
may have
on your
been
show.
before you came.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to get to your show. I was busy. I do like him. He is awesome. Yeah, he's cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard there was a new Flash movie coming out, but I don't know anything about it. I really don't follow movies and any of that anymore. Like every once in a while something will come onto my radar, but
Yeah, hardly anything worth it anymore, right? It's just like
yeah.
good kiss our ass, you know.
Yeah.
Screw
Pretty
them.
pretty much. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
Although I think it might have already came out. I'm not sure, but there's a movie coming out. Oh, what's his name? Jim Caviezel stars in
Oh,
it, and it's about trafficking, and
yes.
it's supposed to be pretty powerful.
Yeah, it's about the Underground Railroad. I can't
Or
remember.
Operation Underground Railroad, I think it's called.
Is that what the name of it is? Yeah. And Mel Gibson's movie sounds pretty gnarly.
Hmm.
You know, his documentary, it's supposed to be 4-part series.
Is that see again? I've heard
Like,
of it, but I haven't looked into it. He's
mhm.
supposed to be exposing Hollywood or something.
Yep. Yep. He is.
Yeah, it makes sense that he would be, the one to do it,
Mm-hmm.
or one of the ones to do it.
Yeah. I mean, he's not perfect. Nobody
Hmm.
is, save Jesus Christ alone. So, we have such a high bar for
Yeah,
people, you know,
it's kind of cool.
because I've heard people get on him because he's got divorced. He's had like 9 kids. He was married a long time. He got
Yeah,
divorced with a younger lady. I don't really like that, but I also know how to give grace to people and look for the truth wherever it is. So
yeah,
I'm all for people's sinful life. We're all sinners. People need to. I really think we need to. I've always felt like we need to learn grace for each other, but there are deal breakers: lying, pedos, stealing, cheating.
hmm,
There are
yeah.
deals
Hey,
breaker
Dank.
character behaviors, but a lot of reasons people get all shitty with each other. Sometimes it ain't those big deal breakers. To me, it's like we got to figure
Yeah,
it out. We really do. We got to figure it out because
Yeah.
I can get along with just about anybody, and I can do something for a good cause with just about anybody too. But there's a lot of people that can't do it with me. They just for whatever
hmm,
they got there's it's stupid stuff too. It's just really dumb. It's got to.
yeah. The trivial gets to become the
Yeah,
focus, and the things that matter just fall to the background.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
The dank crusader is here. I'm having
Yeah.
me a dank, dank. Well, it's not a dab. It's a peanut butter breath, though, and that's pretty close. Peanut butter breath is pretty
Peanut butter
nice.
breath.
Mhm.
Yeah. There are people who like collect certain strands or like keep track of all the different. I just, that's not me, but
You're like, is it smokable? Is it
right?
great?
Yeah.
Let's
Is it?
light it up because I don't really give a
Yeah.
shit. I hear
Pretty
you.
much, but I do try to figure out where it's from and hope that it's organic because who knows? I mean, there's so much that they're putting into everything these days, like
Right,
fertilizers even. It's like,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, they'll kill us
Yeah.
any way they can, any way that will consent to it, too.
Ugh, God,
Right?
John, I did not hear. Yeah, yeah. John, I did not hear about this. He said, "Did you see that teacher who yelled at kids for not calling pedos maps? She said you can't judge people attracted to 5-year-olds. How sick is that? That's the most disgusting. Pedophiles, I have no
Absolutely.
patience for at
I
all.
heard this week there was a school somewhere. Someone was, well, I was
Especially a teacher,
watching,
that's disturbing. Sorry.
I was,
Go ahead, Dee.
no, I'm sorry, too. I was watching that Grassroots Army channel is fire. It's all different kinds of people speaking to boards all over our country. And one of them was saying there was a first grader who was uh, forced to give a blowjob. Oh,
Oh,
that was on And We Know. I remember because he was saying, "Oh, if you can't handle these 2 words," and I kept thinking, "What are they? What are they?" Until he finally did it, right? Till he finally, and I was like, "Blowjob, really?" That was, but yeah, if there was kids in the room or whatever, but
and they were
first
they
grade.
were talking about it?
No,
They
this
said
on his show, the woman that was speaking out said that they were forced to perform oral sex, blowjob on another student or something like that. I don't know. It was on And We Know a couple days ago.
oh,
Not even kidding.
Jesus.
I
Oh
listened
my.
to it either last night or the night before. It was very recently, and because
Yeah, exactly, Imir.
he'll show a lot of clips of things. So he's the only one I really listen to. Even though D Dog says he's full of shit, I don't care. I still look at DC too. I want to know what the hell's going on over there. Have you guys watched what's going on in DC the last couple days?
No.
Oh, and
Regarding
there was
regarding
also
what?
just watching Nancy Drew on the ground, just looking at what's going on over there. There was also a
Mhm.
clip where it was showing a bunch of hum military vehicles in Hollywood, either Echo or Bonnie or Camo. One of you sent me that picture, that video, and they were playing in the
Yeah.
air tonight. I thought, that could be old. I don't know, but it was Hollywood, and they were going down block after block, and there was all kind of military vehicles lining the streets, and I'm like,
Hmm.
uh, yes, there is. Yes, there
Well,
is.
that would kind of match up to a message I got tonight, but I don't know. I don't know. It was a weird message.
What was it? Now you have to tell us. You know it too.
It was just that song.
In the air tonight.
Somebody.
I've heard it. How many
No.
times have we heard that song? What? Oh, which one?
Well, yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
And I like that song.
You do or you don't?
I do. But there's not
Everyone
too many
loves it.
songs I don't like.
If anybody
Yeah.
doesn't like that song, there's something wrong with you.
In case you haven't noticed from my titles, I mean,
You're song fanatical, obsessed, stuck on it. It's got to be a song. Yeah, teachers
Yeah.
need to get to teaching reading and writing and math. No shit. It's beyond mental. I mean, I shared a video today that was a heartbreak. this woman's daughter, she
I
called
agree,
it right
Krista.
out. Gender ideology took her daughter's life. I mean, after 3 years of this nonsense with these morons, she couldn't even take it anymore. She put herself in front of a train. This
Mm,
has to stop. These are the people's
Yeah.
stories we're going to have to be listening to, and we all know it. That's what I. That's my message to those nuns that we have here. We have those Sisters of the Perpetual Indulgence right here in Humboldt County. If you'll remember, they're
yeah, they're in
the
Seattle also.
yeah. I knew they were big, man, but the way they were so bold and the way they mock, dress, and their name tags that say stuff like Sister Juan a little, Juan with a Juan, but it sounds like you want a little. It's
Mm,
disgusting. They're so in our face. I was shocked. I was just shocked. I did not expect it. Um, and they want us to fight with them. I'm not going to fight with them. It's so stupid. They're just a
No.
distraction. That's all they
That's
want.
the last time I watched anything in DC, when I saw the White House at night with the different colors all the way across it, I was like, I just turned it off and I was like, I don't care what's going on in DC. I
Philly
mean,
too.
I'll watch the
Mm.
I'll watch the Forbes on the Congress and Senate floor whenever they have been hammering
That's a great
F,
channel. Yeah.
the FB a lot, pretty hard, and so that's kind of funny to watch. Um,
I love
there's
watching
another
that.
one.
Mhm.
So there's this lady that the White House hires to, uh, like, she is the closest person to people in the White House, and so she's trying to build up Joe and Camel, whatever her name is,
Oh,
Kamala,
come on. Whore.
for 24. And so she did this meme, and it's uh, Dark Brandon because of the Let's Go Brandon. So they're making it theirs now, calling it him Dark Brandon, and he's got red lasers shooting out of his
yeah.
eyes, and I'm
I
like,
think
well,
didn't that
that
start
just
this?
sounds normal. What the heck?
Come
I
on.
And
think
then
didn't that start though because they changed it from like MAGA to dark MAGA?
yes, and there was something about that too, and she's the one that came up with that, and so now she's coming up with this some stupid thing to promote
Hmm.
Kamala into a better person because she's totally clueless. If anyone was ever clueless, she is it. When she
No
just
shit.
stands up there cackling and moving her hands around,
Yep. Yep.
talking in
Yeah.
circles, it's like,
Yep.
and this is what's representing our country. This is the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life.
You're a joke. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
Well,
It
it's
is.
scary too
Yeah,
because it
it's
doesn't
very frightening.
represent. Yeah.
Absolutely frightening. Terrifying.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Nothing.
No,
I don't think that anybody in our government right now is really trying to, well, I don't know about anybody at the top of our government is trying to represent we the people at all. And if they're not
no.
representing us and for us, then who are they representing and who are they for?
They're
Yeah.
criminals. They literally are criminals. I mean,
Yeah.
Yes.
they are
Treason
here.
over and over and over, and nothing done. Not a thing done.
Hmm.
So it's not even about us. It's about them, and we're nothing.
It's not just no. They've done things. They keep stealing our money. They're beyond doing nothing. They're making up laws to screw us, stealing our money, and they've released the criminals on us so that we get to deal with their bullshit too, and we can hardly deal with them. We got criminals all around us. That the law-abiding men and women of America have got to figure out what is going on here And what's going on is we have two governments in play, and one is central casting. And you can just look up the last two press secretaries. They are fucking actresses. They literally are
Mhm.
actresses. That's that whole
Not
18th
very good ones.
No, they suck. They're
No.
horrible.
Mhm.
And that whole
Yeah, I
1871
agree.
Act and that
I
14th
agree. It's on
Amendment,
both sides.
it's all that. It's all that to do with it, but we don't know. So the best thing you can do is learn yourself what's going on, because the groups are not where it's at either. You'll get
Mhm.
tricked. You'll get deceived. It's very difficult to find the real remedy, but when you read the Constitution yourself and you learn it yourself, then you can see what's going on with your own community yourself. That's why D Dog never wanted to give me uh what's it called, an affidavit that was already like filled out, like a template.
Mhm.
That's what I wanted. Just give me templates for everything. I'll
Yeah.
just send them out. I'm real good at that,
Yeah.
but it's
I'm
really
glad that
something.
you've been doing the work though, Dee. Like you've been learning so much and teaching
Yeah,
others at
it's
the same
fun.
time.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but I'm just throwing the camera on while I'm trying to do a little more studying beforehand, but sometimes I don't have time. And I'm just telling
Mhm.
them, look, I've just set this time aside to study this making of America. The most mind blowing thing is, to me, there's only been two self governing governments in the last 5,000 years. I mean, that I didn't really realize that. And I also didn't realize about
Mhm.
the Israeli tribes getting lost at the Dead Sea, or no, at the Black Sea. And that's also where the Anglo Saxons came out of. And those are the only two people that ever had a self governing uh, government, which is amazing.
Mm. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
And
I never even knew about the Black Sea. It's probably the
that
new
lady that makes up the slogans for them, her name is Anita Dunn.
Anita Dunn.
Really.
Who are you talking about?
Yeah. She is, um, okay, it's slowly loading.
I'm glad so many of us are on the same page, it seems, which is
Anita
nice to
Dunn's
see.
latest assignment, remaking Kamala Harris's image.
Mhm.
Um,
Oh,
she's often described as one of the most powerful behind the scenes figures in the Biden White House.
I've heard of
And
her. I don't remember her though. Oh,
yeah,
I'm
she's
sorry. I
not
didn't know you
somebody
were
that
still
you
talking
ever
about that.
see or
Yeah.
hear about much, but yeah, she's the one in charge of trying to make them look good.
Mhm.
Good luck with that.
She's
Yeah.
like, well, she's doing a very bad job at that because he doesn't look good at all.
Well, she doesn't have much to work with. I'm
No,
sorry.
no. Maybe you can find somebody else to wear that mask. You know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And did you see Echo's comment earlier about the Simpsons thing?
Yeah, I
Vicky?
did.
And they
Yeah.
sure are pushing that alien thing lately, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. But it's I mean, don't I think more and more and more people, like, know that it's, you know, a false narrative. So,
Yes.
I don't know. I hope so. I hope enough people know. Yeah, what about all this stuff coming out about Biden and Hunter and yeah, I mean, I say coming out, but everything I've seen is things I saw 2 years ago. You know what I mean? So it's at least. But I
Yeah.
guess it's coming out more in the mainstream. So are people going to pay attention or are they just going to, keep their heads in the sand?
I don't
I mean,
know. I just really don't see how there's even going to be a 24. Have you seen all the ballots that they've been finding in Michigan and where was the other one at Georgia or
I think wasn't
yeah,
Arizona where they found some too?
I
probably
don't.
all over the United States. There, one of them was found in a storage shed, and this
Mhm.
is how many years later? Three, almost
Yeah.
4 years later, and they're still finding them. And it's just,
I feel like most Americans are do recognize that there are criminals running the show, and that they do want to kill us, and they're really terrified, and they really don't want to fight back. That's what I think is happening, because I can't figure it out any other way. Why
Mm-hmm.
people
yeah.
don't stand to this? I don't know.
And I believe it is
Was
like
this
me.
anti in
I
terms of?
still want it. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just trying to ask anti. Do you mean in terms of other people keeping their heads in the sand? It's okay for them. That idea?
Probably.
Sorry. Go ahead, Bonnie.
Are the criminals. Um, I would so like to get out there and just rant and rave and hold up the signs and, okay, this has to stop now. This has gone just too far. I'm old. I can get away with it, right? Probably not.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care your age. They'll throw you in the pen. And I've got these girls to take care of, and I just can't do that.
Yeah, this
So,
is
Mm-hmm.
not the time. I definitely don't want to go anywhere and do that right now. You know, the
right.
last place I want to be, I had some visions of
Okay.
that this week myself. Like, yeah, I'm not going anywhere near these crazy people. The time for
Yeah.
that is over. It's
Good
over.
night,
I'm
Karen.
done. You know, there's no way. I'm not going near
Well,
any of the shit.
I mean, we've talked before. I think that like a shift situation is going to be more on an individual level. I don't think it's going to be one big event that we rally behind until they've picked us off for a lot longer than they have so far, you know?
Right, right. They
Yep.
still got some big weapons. You know, they still have the big weapons. They still have
Mhm.
a lot of things that they're working with. All I can figure is, I hope to God every time they use them, it's just red flagging the good guys, and they're freaking dealing with them,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it's getting ugly, and it's getting
Yep. For sure, Carissa. I think
dark.
that this plan's been in place as far as I can tell for decades if not centuries. So, you
Yeah.
know, it
And
goes a
that's
lot
the
further than
thing.
Biden.
The military, they have to follow orders from their commander in chief. So
Gotcha, anti.
there's that. But then
Right.
D Dog was up on panel after I closed up, and he was telling me how the National Guard works for each state, and even counties, like your sheriff and your um, municipality. I don't know, but they can even request the National Guard to come in to certain counties because each state has their own National Guard.
Right, but what if sheriffs don't want the National Guard there? That's what
And
I'm wondering. What if you have a crooked sheriff, just like, you
well,
know, that
or
DC situation?
or not knowing for sure how it would go. Right now, we have so many National Guard in Texas, it ain't even funny. All these states sending all theirs in, and
Mhm.
so we have a lot already here. And I just keep hoping it's for the good.
Yeah.
I don't. It's
They
so
don't
hard to
have
tell now.
they don't have to follow orders that are illegal or immoral, but my piece of shit sheriff does, and a lot of the ones in California do.
And probably in Oregon and Washington too, I'm
Yeah, I mean, you got
thinking.
a handful of good ones, you know, like Clovis County was good. Shasta County's kicking ass. Butte County is kicking ass. There are some good counties in California, but very, very few. Very few.
Huckleberry.
Shop Sharon, but I
Yeah,
didn't
exactly,
do
Pa.
it. Oh, no, no.
Yep.
And
Yeah, I
and
think
yet,
it's
Jeff,
another part of their plan, Pa, is to like just, I mean, bleed us dry, you know? I mean, that's really like all the money that's being sent
Literally.
in
Yes.
so many
Yeah.
different places, not just Ukraine, but everything that was for COVID and everything that's still going on with schools and hospitals and all of that. I mean, money's just pouring out and
Right.
Yeah.
and or like with from my understanding, the way things will play out most likely with vaccine injured is that they will end up being paid out of money that's coming from taxes because it can't there's no if they get paid at all, but there's no accountability for Pfizer or for Moderna.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, I just think
Well,
there's
Yeah.
so many ways that they're trying to, increase inflation and tank our economy.
but don't you think what we'd have to do in that case, like in Humboldt, say, in any county, where like we had this, city manager signing mandates and bullshit, we have to sue them ourselves. We have to sue those individuals because
Or
what
the
the
health department or the
mm,
hospital administration that forced their doctors to do what they were
yeah.
doing.
Well, I'm just saying when it comes to the government, like what Indy was saying, how Pfizer, these people are no, they made it so we can't take them to task, but it's the
Right.
individuals. Just like when the police, if you have an unlawful arrest, you don't sue the police department. You sue the individual dickhead police officer that did it. That's how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
And we
Mhm.
don't know. This is what I didn't know. I still don't know. I'm getting a better understanding of it. People go to lawyers. The lawyers are hired within the uh, they sit right there next to these assholes at all the meetings. And so
Yes.
then someone goes and sues them, and the county just pulls money out of their little slush fund or whatever, that they're counting on to pay off. Just like what's his face had. How many sexual harassment charges Congress has been paying out for? I'm sorry, those piece of shits can get out of Congress. We don't need to be paying people off for that. I'm not paying for that. Get the fuck out.
Mhm.
You don't belong
Yeah,
there.
Deb, I Deb, I haven't heard about Biden being sued by someone who lost a son to the
I
jab.
hadn't either. That's cool.
If you have any if you
If
have
it
any information you can send me about that, that'd be great.
if
Yeah,
it goes
exactly. The
anywhere,
Nuremberg Code. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's
because then
not
it
going
goes
to, I think right now. I mean, mhm.
right. Because that one would go to the Supreme Court because it's president. And did you just see the new justice that was placed first?
No. Where?
First Muslim woman, I think. Y'all help me out in chat if y'all saw that.
In the Supreme Court?
Yes. You know
What?
how Cruz has been drilling all these um,
Oh,
nominees?
oh my gosh. What? Mm-mm. No.
Yeah, good call, Garrett.
I'm looking to see if I can find it. Yep, here it is.
So Mayhem says there's already a government payout up to 5K for anyone who has had adverse side effects from the vax. It was an article in the Gateway Pundit. So they're trying to pay people off so they don't sue them. They
Yeah,
probably
$5,000. It's up to
nothing. What an
5,000.
insult.
Yeah.
It's my
That won't
ass.
even put a dent. Yeah. That won't even put
Yeah,
a dent in medical
That's just
bills,
an
let alone
insult. Exactly.
yeah,
If
it's
someone
disgusting.
died, that's it is. It's just an insult.
I
yeah.
hope
This
people
is
don't
from
take
the
it.
Hill. It's
Muslim
Biden
judge.
chick Chodhuri or something like that. I can't even
Uh-huh.
pronounce her name. Becomes first Muslim woman confirmed as federal judge
Oh, federal
one
judge.
day ago.
Okay. Of course,
I
they're
mean,
all criminals.
does
They're
it
all.
matter? I mean, are
I
any
don't
of
know.
them,
I
just?
don't know.
Yeah.
I
So
all I
she's
keep
in
on
New
putting.
York.
Sorry, go ahead, honey.
her judgeship will be in New York.
Hmm.
And
Interesting.
that's there's a little video out there. This guy,
Yeah.
it looks like he's at the Capitol or somewhere, and he's just sitting there blasting names like boom, boom, boom. And at the end of each one, Jew. And then he'll say another one and what they did, Jew. And he just keeps on. And the
Hmm.
police pull up and everything, and he just stands there and waves at them, and he keeps telling people he loves them and God bless you. And I'm seeing more and more people. There's a whole clip
Dee,
of it. I think
did you see this comment? Sorry, go ahead, Bonnie. Dee, did you just? I just want to make sure you saw this comment from Anti.
Oh, I've been talking. Yes, I did. Thank you so much. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I didn't know I was muted.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Sorry,
that's
Bonnie.
very interesting. Go ahead, Bonnie. Sorry.
that's okay. Um, there's a, I think it was
What?
uh, Never Good News. George, I
Mm.
think he put out a clip where it's got several people doing that and calling them out. And I don't know. I just keep seeing it over and over and over that they're being called out, that
Yeah,
they're totally exposed now. They're not hiding anything anyway. And it's just like they're laughing in our face. Like, what are
yeah,
you going to do about it?
Exactly. So
yeah.
what are we
I
gonna do
know.
about it? It's
Yeah,
like it just keeps getting worse and worse. And
I
I mean,
keep
if we
looking
just,
at people who are, speaking and going to speak and writing up affidavits. That's all I can think is
Mhm.
write up the ones for our county. If somebody isn't doing it already, that's what I'm trying to do. I got one city done. I got Eureka's done, but I still got some old one. No, I did Arcata's, but I still have to do Eureka's. And I'm not even scratching the surface on the other towns. There's plenty more in Humboldt, but there's enough with just two towns. Me looking at Eureka and Arcata, there's Fortuna and Trinidad and Garberville. They're looking to incorporate McKinleyville.
yeah.
I mean, they're plowing over. That's
Yep.
scary. I
I
got
agree.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on
yeah.
one
Go ahead.
second. D
Yep.
Libby and Carissa, thank you for being here, both of you. It's great to get to know you guys better. And I hope you come back and hang out, and hopefully you can come back up on
Ladies.
panel too. Carissa. And
Sweet
Libby too, if you
dreams,
Yes.
want to.
ladies. Good night.
Have a good night's sleep.
It was nice to see you on panel, Carissa.
Yeah.
Was
Garrett,
it
I
the
heard about
Crusader?
that.
Was it the
Go ahead.
Crusader that said that comment before the two ladies? I agree with that comment anyway.
Was it about the rope?
Recyclable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Pa.
Yeah, the best campfire. That wood just keeps on burning and burning. It's got some red dye diesel on it. It's magic wood. It's Jack and the Beanstalk wood. Special. It's their special wood.
I don't
It's
know who
cool.
Anti and Imir are talking about, and I'm afraid to highlight their comments.
Lurkers matter. Heck yeah. Oh, there's a lot of lurkers around here, man. I know
Mhm.
that's true. They be lurking on
Mayhem.
me. There'll be a lot of lurkers on me, man. They never say hi. I'm like, who are all these people watching me on
Chicken flipping
Clubhouse?
time.
Yep. Nice, Pa. Pa's working on making some food.
Yep.
Oh gosh.
That's, I was eating the last of my steak before we went live. I said, who does that at 1 a.m? Me.
I was eating the leftovers of killer dinner. We had some fettuccine. Yummy.
Yeah. You
Mhm.
had all those great cooks at your house.
Oh, they're gone. They left yesterday. We didn't cook much. We went out to eat for that one. I did some cooking. We had one meal we all cooked together, but I made pizza, and then Yeah. You're lurking. Hi, lady.
Yeah.
Campion.
Dang. Dang. I'm glad that you're here listening. I know I do that too, where I'll like come into chat for a second and then pop out and lurk and, have
Yeah.
somebody in my ear for what I'm doing during the day. Yep.
Lurkers be
Lady
feeling left.
Campion, thanks for coming and saying hi.
Lurkers be feeling left out. They're like, wait a minute. I gotta say hi now.
Yeah, okay, wait, but did you guys hear this about a speech? Something about a speech that Biden gave where he ended with "God save the Queen"?
No, come on. Come
I
on,
haven't
man.
seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet, but I
Oh,
heard about it from somebody else, and Garrett's
I
talking about it in
doubt
the
it.
chat.
It's got to be a white hat
And
playing potato head, don't you think? Come
it
on,
wouldn't
I
say it
I
wouldn't
don't know.
scripted.
surprise me.
It's got to be. You can't be that stupid for real. You just can't.
I did see where they were making fun of some kind of speech that he made, but I didn't see the speech to see exactly what it
Sky
was.
News. Sky News is always making fun of Biden. Those
Mhm.
Australian chicks, they're
Yes.
always ripping on him.
Yeah.
They can't
Yeah,
believe the
I
shit that
remember.
comes out of his mouth.
So why is it that they are so like that Sky News is able to share so many. I don't know how do I say this? Like so much more information than we get here from our main news. You know what I mean? Like what is it that's
Because our news is Hollywood,
well, I
actors.
know, but why isn't theirs? Like how is because Australia seemed like they had such
Yeah,
intense
they're
measures
pretty.
put
Yeah,
in
they're
place. They're
tyrants too.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I mean. So
yeah.
why do they have news that like that's the only thing that makes me
Sky
question it.
News was before COVID too, though. Sky News was established. You
Okay.
know what I mean? And I don't know that they
Yeah.
didn't get punished some during COVID too. I don't know that,
Mhm.
but I wouldn't be surprised if they did. But I don't know. Who knows why they punished some and didn't punish others? They're so Nazi. They're just so horrible.
Deb, I'm glad you ended up here. Thanks for being here.
Hi,
Yes.
Debs. It'd be weird
The
if you were
Newsmax the Newsmax anchor suggested someone get Joe a walker because he keeps falling.
right.
Oh, it's so ridiculous. But do you guys remember when Trump was walking, and I'm not a Trump fan, but when Trump was walking down the ramp and he like
Yeah.
reached for the handrail and everybody on the left freaked out about how he was probably unfit to be president. Do you guys remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Well, he kind of
Yeah.
slipped off. There was a stage incident where
Yes. He
yeah,
kind
if
of
that's
slipped.
the
It was
one.
wet.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
yeah,
it
yeah,
had
yeah.
been raining and it was a
He
ramp and
was
apparently it kind
pissed
of slipped.
about that. Oh, he was
Yeah.
pissed about that. I remember
Yes, it
that.
was raining and snowing, and he had on
Yeah.
slick dress shoes. He
Uh
didn't have
huh.
on.
At least it was someone age appropriate, Garrett. I mean, more age appropriate if that happened. I don't know anything about that. But yeah, I'm not worried about him with adults as much as children.
The
Yeah, I
snipper,
saw that too.
the
Is that
snipper,
actress?
Mhm.
Yeah.
slippery
Mhm.
ramp. Yeah, yeah. He was bitching about that for a week. I remember.
Mhm.
He didn't run anywhere
Oh
from
heck
his
no!
basement.
Made the man next
And
to him
so,
help him walk down. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was like, and for all we know, in my mind, like, and he may have realized it, that he had people around him that were not looking out for him and did some shit like that on purpose. I mean, we just don't know. That's kind of how he insinuated it.
sorry, I
Right,
just read
Deb?
that. Very a
Yeah.
Peter Pan.
Yeah, I know. I laughed at that earlier. Isn't that funny? He thinks he can fly. That's all it really is. He's trying to think of a happy thing.
I believe I can fly. Believe I
Right.
can touch the sky. I believe.
It was the
Yeah.
sandbag, really.
Clown
Mayhem.
world. It's a clown world. It really is. Let's
Yeah.
not talk about slippery ice too soon. Too soon.
I love our chat.
Did you go ice fishing and fall in the water? I watched this video where this guy it said Russian swimmer gets trapped under the ice, and then they threw him like a red rope, and he had to. You guys probably get the same shit suggested to you from YouTube. Did you see that one? And he's all swim. That is a nightmare I've had because there was a movie I
I
seen
didn't
when I
get
was
that one.
yeah, there was a movie when I was a kid where there was this pool and this woman goes swimming in it, and then all of a sudden a glass ceiling comes up over it and she can't get out. And it's like, oh my gosh, it's freakiest
Yeah.
nightmare
Mhm.
of a thing. I was freaked out about pools for a while when
Hey,
I was a
BP.
kid. Like I sure hope they don't all have that secret, clear, invisible roof. No, you don't know when you're a kid. You see something in the movies, you're like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. Like Jumanji.
You know what I saw a video of today? I don't think I kept it. All right, almost pull it up because it's so ridiculous. But it's this woman
What?
on a plane and she was taking saran. She had bought out 3 seats, like an entire row, and she took saran wrap and was wrapping like around all 3 seats with the seat in front of her, so it made like this little like saran wrap
Why?
cubicle. But it was so
Oh my
ridiculous. I
god.
mean, even the way, I mean, the fact that she was doing it alone was ridiculous. But then the way that she did it, like either she was tripping, she was has mental health issues, or I mean, I guess it's mental health issues either way, but
Well,
it was pretty intense.
you could be tripping
Extreme
without,
paranoia.
you could get some mushrooms or acid, and you're
Yeah,
only
but the fact
temporarily
that she had the saran, yeah, that she had the saran wrap means it was like planned in advance,
It's premeditated. I
right?
mean, she could have left her home when she was peaking and been like, I know, I'm going to go to the movie theater and I'm going to wrap those 3 seats up in the middle of the thing because who knows why.
No,
I
it
don't.
was on an airplane. It was on an
Oh, on an
airplane.
airplane? What?
Yeah.
Whoa. People
Yeah.
are getting weirder
Pretty
and
crazy.
weirder and weirder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, BP, I haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? How are things
Broken
going?
Patriot. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a
Yeah.
while.
This is why Mayhem doesn't like talking about slippery ice.
Oh, it broke his wrist, huh? I saw that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's still recovering.
Ouch.
Oh
Ah.
yeah.
That's hard.
What were you in for, BP? Do you even know? Did they even tell you? Yeah, I had a strike a few weeks ago for a week. So now I have like a 90-day period where if I get another one, then it's for 3 weeks, I think. But then anytime, I mean, basically after you get the second one, anytime you can get taken down. But I'm
Well,
almost to 1,000 subs.
oh, then you know what I did?
What?
What Salty Cracker did too, because I did the same thing with mine because I have 500 on one of it's channel number 6, and
Mhm.
and it's hard to get those nowadays. But I deleted all my old videos until I was in the clear because I've had them take away when they took away Stand Up Channel 3. They had already taken away 2 before. When they took away 3, I only was on 1 strike. They gave me 2 strikes and that 3rd strike that took away the channel in the same day. They were just like,
Wow.
F you, bye. And so I
Yeah.
learned, and I don't really hold on to it too much because, I don't do any editing or anything. There's no reason for me to really even care about my past videos. I'm just it's all today's all we got, so I just can't get all attached to that stuff anyway. I see how it drives some of the content creators crazy, some of their livelihoods all based on it. I'm not getting caught up in that. I can't. So,
Mhm.
I'm just like, forget it. It just made me go harder. I'm on Rumble at the same time I'm on YouTube, BitChute, well, not BitChute, but Rumble and Twitch, and then I upload to BitChute because, it just makes you go harder and figure it out. Get your own website and stream. And YouTube is not, why cozy up to them and try to have, they're untrustworthy. They've proven that they're untrustworthy.
Hmm.
So I
That
don't.
one comment, I wish they would make a meetup closer to Texas. It takes me 7 hours just to get out of Texas. That's driving straight
Yeah, sorry,
through.
I was trying to get back to that comment, but I think oh, here we go. Okay. Yeah, I want to make sure you guys all saw that. I haven't heard of any other meetups happening soon, but I think that they're planning another one in Texas in like a year, like next April or something like that. So that one's a ways off, but
Ouch,
um
bro.
In Texas.
yep.
Cool.
Broken Patriot. That sucks. Yeah, I only got
I tell
500, so I
you,
could feel that. 1,800. 501c3. You should look into a 508(1)(a). That's a private membership associate. That's a faith-based nonprofit, and you're less beholden to the government. If you look up a SSR form to get an EIN number, if you really want that, and I did get mine too. But they're better than those 501(c)(3)s. They're all going to get audited. You probably have a decent enough one, but a lot of them are just really sellouts, and they have a bad reputation right now. But I know there's a lot of good ones too. I don't mean to poo-poo your thing. I'm just saying the 508(1)(a) is really cool. You look up a SSR form on the IRS.gov, and it explains what they are. It's just a faith-based business too, and
Mhm.
it's really cool. I'm really liking it. But yeah, for a 501(c)(3), so you have more restrictions. The churches do too. The churches need to switch over from that 501(c)(3), so they're not restricted. Is what
Yeah.
needs to happen. Yeah.
Lady Campion, the copyrights aren't strikes. It's like you just get a copyright claim, I guess, but usually you won't get a strike for it. I think it only matters if you're trying to become monetized, from my understanding, because if you have copyrights, then those videos that contain the copyrights don't count towards like your watch hours and all of that stuff. Or it can't be a monetized video if there's a copyright claim in it. That's my understanding of it.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're not monetized or don't care about becoming monetized, then the copyright claims don't really matter so much.
No, they
so
don't.
what
I
did
got
you
a
do
few
to
of
get
them.
a strike?
I got quite
What
a
was
few
In
of them.
what was that, Bonnie?
what did you do to get a strike? I can't imagine you getting a strike.
Oh, I'm surprised I have gotten more, but it was for a video that I did called Slapless in Seattle. And
Oh,
it was about, yeah, it was about the COVID vaccines. And the email I got said something like, it didn't say medical misinformation anymore, which I know is what people usually would get claims or strikes for, but
yes.
it said something like, oh, let's see if I can remember the wording. It was something like, you shared opinions about COVID vaccination that, oh, how did it go? Didn't
Doesn't meet their
didn't
standard.
align it, no, it
Yeah.
said something like it didn't align with the medical experts' opinions or something like that. It was so
Yeah.
vague and weird and like, you know, yeah, I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. And I
And,
didn't even contest it, which I think I can still do. I probably should have, but I just hadn't taken the time to do it.
and
Anyway,
Antioch, I'm so sorry I didn't share that video tonight. I really intended to. I even had it pulled up. I will do that.
I got to bounce, ladies. I love you. I'll see you over the
yeah,
weekend. I hope.
Dee, thank you so much for
Take
coming
good
up.
care.
Take care,
Thank you
Dee.
for having me. I love you, ladies.
Love
Bye
you,
bye. Bye,
honey.
Jen. Love y'all.
Yeah.
See you
Love you too,
tomorrow.
Dee.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that the all the people who went to the meetup had a great time, obviously. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I was watching Hutch to see. It did look like fun when they were
Mhm.
doing the. I don't know. We always called it like a white elephant gift exchange or whatever. It
Yeah, I can't
looked,
remember the name of what they called it. It was like something something about marauders,
Marauders.
but
Yeah.
yeah, but it seemed like the same kind of like white elephant type idea.
Yeah. It was cool. Saw some cool
Hmm.
knives and hatchet.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Right. I'm a rebel. Yeah. Apparently, if making, not getting experimental gene therapy shot into my veins is rebellious. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. No, so you can get a copyright strike. So what do you get a copyright strike for as opposed to a copyright claim,
So I don't know
right?
because I saw they said
Exactly,
3
anti.
copyrights and then you get a strike. But I've had a ton of copyrights until I
Yeah.
figured out that I could play music if it was a cover. If it
Right,
was the
mayhem.
original, then I would get a copyright. But um,
Mhm.
and when they gave me the first copyright, they even did it on my intro. They just did it on everything, and I was like, "What?" And so then in the description, in my description, I think is where I put the license number and everything for my intro because Gigi made that for me, and so she gave me all that information. But
Mhm.
it's really ridiculous the way they get. And I've seen these musicians who are doing their own stuff, a song that they wrote, and they're getting
Yes, I've heard
smacked
about that.
for it.
They're getting a copyright claim from someone else who's, like, who is somehow getting their music copyrighted before because they're
Yeah.
not, so they yeah, it's pretty
How can
sad.
that be? Unless they've stolen it.
So, BP, I think you're saying that that, like, if you take another YouTube channel and you stream it, then that can be counted as a copyright claim? Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, the more events like those we can do, teaching and learning from other like-minded individuals, all the better. Yeah, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sophia would be a good person to help coordinate something like that, I would think. Yeah, and I'm just sad that everything happens on the other side of the country. I'm hoping this summer that a few of us, at least in the Pacific Northwest, we've kind of have thrown around some ideas about getting together. I don't think it'll be like a huge, 40-person camping event, but just a small meetup.
Yeah. That's well, we've been talking about Vicky's gonna get vacation soon, and I've been talking to Chuck and Vicky. I would love to meet up with them, and because we've never met, they're
Mhm.
they're like 6 hours from me, and actually, they're where my
Did you see
grandmother.
this, Bonnie? Sorry, did you see this comment from Anti?
Oh, okay,
Just wanted to
Andy, I
make sure.
checked. Thank you.
Mhm.
And um, anyway, they're from where my grandmother grew up, so I've been to that area a couple of times, but didn't know about them. But I think we're going to meet like halfway so they can get away too. We're all just
Nice.
kind of wanting to get away, block everything out.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah, that's good.
but of
Sometimes you
course,
just have
it's
to
going
do
to have
that.
to be video
Mhm.
because I can just see me walking up to Chuck, and he's a giant, and I'm down here.
Yeah. Dank, I think that Bert's doing pretty well. He has a new job and moved. Um, I don't think he said it online, so maybe I won't say. But he moved, so he's been busy. But I think he's doing great. Justin, good to see you. Yeah, Dank, I'm gonna try. Well, sneak peek here, people. But I think I'm gonna try to. Well, I'm already in talks of getting Josh and Eli from Stuck in the Middle to come up on panel together, and I'm hoping whenever we figure out when that's going to work out that I can get Bert to come and be here too. Maybe a couple other people from that whole like crew.
Oh, that's
If I
awesome.
it'd be pretty funny. It'd be a pretty funny show, I think. Yeah, maybe, Deb. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really understand how they change from a claim to a strike. So I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was sad he moved away from my area. He's the only person I've met up with in person from YouTube so far.
Oh,
But
wow.
he moved. Yeah. Not Dank, but Bert.
Yeah. I actually have not met anybody from YouTube. And Nancy was up on my panel tonight, and she's the one that lives the closest to me. I really should meet up with her.
Yeah. I mean, I know Texas is huge, but there are so many of you guys in Texas. Seems
And
like
that they're all north, south, or east.
mm-hmm.
Of course, nobody wants to go west because of the border, but
Yeah. Hey, Watchman. Good to see you. Glad you're here.
yeah, we got Rescue and Nikki and Chuck, and all of them are east, and then
Mm-hmm.
J Cats and David N and a bunch of them up around Dallas, and then there's several around Houston that I've met. Nunya, Texas is down by Houston, and Southerborn Pepper, and I think Little Frenchie's down there.
Oh,
And
it's
heck,
so I'm glad you know little Frenchie. I found her through a room raid from like Montegraph or something random like that.
oh
But
yeah,
yeah, but her daughters, I won one of her. She gives away like freeze dried food. She does like a giveaway on each of their
uh-huh,
live streams, and I won. Actually, I've won twice. But anyway, but when
cool.
she sent them, I had her daughters made cards and sent cards to my kids, and so my kids are writing back, so they've become little pen pals.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really
she's a
cute.
sweetheart.
She
I
seems
really
great.
like her. And Huckleberry's in Louisiana, right?
Yeah, I think so. Huck, you want to
Uh,
answer in chat?
yeah, so he
Mm-hmm.
probably stays away from Texas. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and
Dank,
there's
how's LA?
several in Louisiana too. Craig and John
Mm-hmm.
John, Huckleberry. There's, I know there's more than that. John Schneider. Woohoo.
Mm-hmm.
Did he just lose his wife?
I don't know.
I saw him do a video. I'm subscribed to him.
Awesome, Justin.
And I need to go back and find it because he was in tears and it just sounded that way, but I'm not sure. Somebody was driving the RV. I have
Mm-hmm.
to go back and see what. He seems like a
Yeah.
good man.
Anti and mayhem, I definitely think that it's intentional. I mean, they leave it vague for the YouTube policy so that they can, take down as many people as they want whenever they want.
Oh, you're real close to Chuck. Cool.
Hmm. Mhm. I had a couple different pen pals, but it was like, not very, it was pretty short lived.
Oh, well, I met some Swedes, and so we write back and forth and send stuff every so often. I was able to send chocolate chip cookies and fudge because they were here at Christmas, and so I made them chocolate chip cookies and fudge. And so, like around July, they were like, "Man, those are the best ever." And I thought, well, I wonder what'll happen if I mail them. And so I waited until it got cooler, and I froze them until then. and then I mailed them to Sweden because it takes a month for anything to get there, a whole month. And they were
Mm-hmm.
like, they were just like I had pulled them out of the oven. And I said, awesome. Okay, good.
That's awesome.
Yes, but
Anya
the,
says, fudge.
I know. And the convenience store workers, they used to beg me to make fudge because I used to walk around and give little gift baggies to people
Mm.
that I frequented their businesses or whatever. And this one man, he was like, please make me more fudge. And I said, okay. It's so easy to
Yeah.
make.
I just wanted to read this real quick. Samoan Watchman, I'm so sorry to hear this. He says, please pray for my wife. She got diagnosed with congestive heart failure. Just got out of the hospital yesterday, but her heart is only working at 25%. We need your prayers. Yeah, I would
Absolutely.
definitely like to pray for her and for you. Hey Justin, I don't know if
What's
you
up?
heard backstage, but thanks for coming up.
Yeah,
We're just
man.
gonna take a second and pray for Samoan Watchman's wife. If you guys want to join me up on panel. But Father God, we thank you for this community. We thank you that we can be here for each other through all of the chaos and ups and downs of life. And we thank you, Father God, that Mrs. Watchman is out of the hospital, and we take it that means things are improving a little bit. But we pray, God, that you would be with her and with Samoan Watchman, that you would watch over them, watch over her and her heart, help her to heal, help the doctors to be good doctors
Yes.
who are really on top of things and paying attention closely to what needs to be done. We pray for whatever steps that David and his wife need to take at home that can help her to improve her health, that you'll help them to take those steps and make the changes if there are any that they need to make. And we pray, God, that you would just give them peace that passes understanding, that you would just help them to fully rely on you during this time and to feel that peace that doesn't make sense, but that we know comes from you, God, and from resting in your love. We pray for continued improvement in health and that you would just um, fully heal her, Lord. We pray for these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
In Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you for coming and
Beautiful
telling us,
prayer.
Watchman. Thank you. Thank you for coming and talking with us about it, David. I'll definitely be keeping her in my prayers and you as well. Justin, how have you been?
Pretty good.
Yeah. Mayhem, I
Pretty
saw the
good.
video that Sophia did a video about that, the Uranus fudge. It's pretty funny. Anyway,
What?
sorry, Justin. There's there's this place that's called Uranus Fudge Factory in
Oh,
Oh,
Missouri.
no.
Yeah. And our friend Sophia was there for the meetup and did a little short while she was there. It's pretty funny.
well, that's got to be pretty
Yeah.
interesting.
Mhm. Oh, I like that mayhem. Knee mails. Yeah, lots of support for Samoan.
Indeed.
So, Justin,
yeah,
I've
I was,
been catching a little bit more of your live streams. It seems like they're going really well.
yeah, they've been going pretty good. And then,
Mhm.
see, I just got off of live tonight. Just got doing a 3 hour one tonight. They're pretty good.
Yeah. So, what kind of topics were you talking about? Bonnie and I were both saying, well, I especially was saying I haven't had a chance to dig too deep into things the last week or so. So, I'm kind of out of the loop on a lot of what's going on.
Well, I've been kind of following lately. Have you heard what happened in Las Vegas with that the UFO sighting or whatever?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, I did hear about that. Mhm. Hey,
That,
Cindy
yeah,
D.
that's what I've
Good to
been
see you.
following.
Yeah, what do you guys
And
think
then
about that? I mean,
Seems to be a whole lot more lately.
Mm-hmm.
The family's been pretty quiet lately, as such. Like they came out and made the report, but then like they reported like going to try and talk in the family. There's been no movement outside inside the house, like almost like no one's there. And then I guess they had gotten talked to him. Like a couple had found him again back at the house, and they're just scared. I don't know, for some reason, just scared of. They're just sticking to the original story, and they don't really want to talk anymore, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Yeah, I don't know.
they're kind of writing it
So,
off now as a meteor thing. But it's like, how are you going to explain them seeing 10-foot creatures outside their house?
well, yeah,
Like they
right. That doesn't make any sense. Plus, there was
and these
no
creatures.
the pictures that I saw. It was like a circle in the dirt. It wasn't like any kind of crater or anything from a meteor impact.
Yeah, yeah, and they even reported. They said that they had a like a front loader tractor in their yard, and they said that that the creature even tried calling up in that thing and tried driving it, but it couldn't figure it out, so it got out of it. And like, how are you gonna? Unless the meteor's got like some type of hallucination radiation coming off it or something, like there's not really any way you can see that.
Yeah. Mayhem, thank you for being here, even if you're cringe sometimes. It's good to see you. Yeah. Hold on. I saw a comment from Samoan. Oh, here we go. Check the 911 caller's checkered sweater with Simpsons on it. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for being here, Cindy.
Oh shoot, yeah, I seen her. I think she was on my live yesterday, or today, or yesterday, or the other day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Hey. Is it
Yeah,
Nomics? Good to see you.
that's mainly what I've been following, and tonight I just kind of had like a fun live, kind of like this a little bit, just a little kickback chat live.
Mm-hmm.
I
Had
did
Queen
see.
Survivor up there.
Sorry. I did see where someone was like begging an alien to
Oh,
hook
Paul.
them up to get them out of all this mess.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Ooh, Anti.
My
I'll have to check out that link later. Let me grab it.
I think that's one of the videos I was actually showing on my live. I think actually.
Oh, this is one that's on my list already to watch. I just haven't had a chance to watch it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Well,
out of all of it, the only reason the cops even took it seriously, only reason is because that the half hour before another cop had caught on his body cam footage, and that's the only reason they even took it seriously. They said, and so I kind of thought that was kind of messed up. Like they wouldn't have took it seriously if there wasn't already footage from another cop.
Wow.
well, I thought it was weird too, the footage I saw where they like blacked out the body cam when he went into the backyard, because how many times have we seen footage of the cops going into backyards, you know? And they
Well,
said it was because
and,
it's like
and that,
private property or something.
that's what I was saying. It's like, how many times of on the TV show Cops, they've been in drunk hillbillies' front yards, and they don't back nothing out. They don't, but they make them sign a waiver though, I guess. But I mean, you get to see a whole bunch of yards whenever that TV show Cops follows cops around and stuff.
Oh yeah, I
So
remember that show.
that didn't make much sense at all when they blacked it out.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what we're kind of discussing, Sunfish. Good to see you. Sunfish has an awesome channel, but he also does a lot of like backstage like panels where you can just go backstage and hang out and talk, which is pretty cool. Kind of the whole
Backstage.
backstage speakeasy idea.
Oh,
Yeah. Just blame Anti. Yeah, good call, Watchman. How are there no Ring cameras anywhere around? There's Ring cameras everywhere around here, in addition to like the multitudes of cameras that are now on the streets. There are cameras
Well,
everywhere.
well, if he's talking about the Las Vegas incident, I actually found some footage where there's a couple of neighbors had caught it on their Ring footage camera, and literally, it's so faded. One of them so faded and blurred out, you can't really make anything out. And then the next one is you see a flash that literally like it's dark at time, but like literally the flash lights it up like it's daylight, and you can't really make nothing out on that one either because of the bright flash. But so they caught some kind of Ring footage, but can't really make it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't seen that. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like lately, I just feel like, I mean, I've just been busy, but I just feel that's part of it. But I also feel like there's so much BS out there that it's like, all right, whatever's important is going to like come to the surface. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just going through a
Yeah.
period of burnout or something. I'm not sure.
Well, yeah, it's just too much stuff. That's kind of where I'm getting at too. It's just kind of like it's so much shit's going on. It's just like whether it happens or not, if it does, the truth will come out.
Mhm. Yeah.
Because they're trying to pull you in all different directions now. And like I don't know.
Nice.
It's
Sunfish, do you know Creek Squad? Are you familiar with Creek Squad and his channel? He goes fishing and stuff and does live streams too. I feel like you two should connect. Anti, would you mind dropping, or Mike, would one of you drop Creek's link? I don't know, randomly, I just was like, these two need to meet up. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, good call about that too, Watchman. If it's on the news, it's BS. I mean, we could pretty much, yep,
pretty much.
pretty much sums it up.
Yeah, I hate
I
using
think
clips like CNN or Fox
Right,
News.
I think we could have some fun if we could get a hold of one of the spaceships. Could you imagine that? All aboard.
Thank you, Anti. Yeah, Sunfish, check out Creek Squad. I feel like you two would become friends. You'll see a lot of familiar faces there too. Right, I'm here. Maybe you can give him some pointers too.
But he fits. It's
That's funny.
fun. Not the cat.
Yeah, there's another fishing channel that I just recently came across too, but I can't think of the name of at the moment. Shoot. We had
See,
they do a
I'm
lot of
telling
fishing
you.
stuff.
You guys are like kindred spirits, Sunfish. I haven't been fishing in way too long, but we will go fishing. I always fish when we're at our cabin, at our family's cabin, but we don't really fish very much besides that. It's like a couple times a year. I should
Yeah.
fish more.
I haven't been in a while.
Hmm.
My mother was the one that always caught the biggest, most. Somehow she talks to them and they just grab her line.
I remember going fishing with my great uncle, and he knew the lake. Like he could read it. He just knew exactly where to go at what time of day, and he would try to teach us, like how to read basically read the lake. But I didn't pay enough attention. I wish I would have, but a few people did, so it's still possible I might learn someday. But I mean, it was incredible. He would catch huge fish all the time. It was really
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, it's got a lot
What?
to
Lady
do. Like,
Campion. Sorry.
Yeah.
huh?
Lady Campion
So
said
when you
she's
take
never been
Lady
fishing.
Campion, right?
Damn.
Right? I like Ivory's expression. Yeah,
Yeah.
nice. That's just in there for Creek for later.
Got a little rivalry going.
Yeah, Lady Campion, you got to go fishing and like live stream it or do a video.
Right.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I wish. Well, maybe I need to get some more fishing in this summer. That seems like a good goal. My kids would love it too. They haven't caught, neither of them have caught their first fish, so I'm hoping that happens this summer.
Yeah, it's
I've
been
been
years
wanting
since
to
I've
make
been fishing.
fries. I'm sorry.
What did you say, Justin?
So yeah, it's been years since I've been fishing. It's too dry out here in Arizona to go fishing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
You know what? Ironically, the last place I went fishing besides my cabin was in Arizona, but it was just at this like little
Okay.
local pond that a friend on a friend's property. It was beautiful. Yeah, right?
Yes,
That
I
does sound like
did.
fun. All right, so riding a bike and going fishing. Yeah, no kidding. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, my uncle
Well,
used to
my
have a couple
Right?
of buddies that had houseboats and stuff, and that's about the best sleep I've ever gotten is falling asleep on a houseboat, like having the waves putting you to sleep and everything.
Hmm.
that's true. Like you're being rocked.
Who is Pete Davidson, Garrett? I don't know that name. But I remember the whole Anne Hesh thing. That was super weird.
Yeah. Huh.
So what happened with the multi-streaming? You and Clay, I think it is, or was?
Yeah, they're still doing it. I think he's doing a multi-stream once a month now instead of
Oh,
it's called a block party. Um, but yeah, he's just doing that. I think it's towards the end of each month he's doing that, and then he's still doing his like regular shows.
yeah,
Yeah.
multi-streaming is something else.
Yeah, I like the multi-streaming. I don't know. I do like it, but I don't like the chat being divided. I like the chat all being in one place, to be honest. I mean, that's what I prefer. But I do think like for the purposes that they're using it for to like, hit a wider audience and, bring more people into their community, it makes a lot of sense to use everybody's different channels that way, you know?
Yeah, yeah, I think that's what
And it
Eli's trying to get together right now or something. If you've seen one of his community posts recently,
oh, I haven't seen that.
yeah, he posted something about trying to get some content creators. He uh he tagged me and a couple other people in it. I told him I'm in, and a couple other people said they're in. So go check it out and let him know.
Yeah. That'll be crazy.
Yeah,
No, it'll be
yeah.
awesome. I'm sure if they do a multi-stream, it'll be fun to watch.
Well, I don't know if it's so much a multi-stream, but I think it's like be like more like a panel type thing. He's just trying to
Oh,
get like
okay.
all like different creators together to get a wider audience or something like that.
Yeah. That's cool.
Hey, Carl.
Are they doing that on Eli's channel or on Stuck's channel? Do you know?
We haven't figured that out yet. He just put a community post about it like 2 days ago. We haven't figured
Okay.
that all out yet.
Yeah, I'll check it out. Pa, that sounds amazing. That's your happy place. I love it. Oh, creepy, girl. That went from like a really nice thought to a really like dark one right there. It's the skinwalkers. Look out.
Yeah.
Creepy, Carl. Oh, okay. Garrett, I'll have to look into that. If anybody's gonna catch a Bigfoot, it's gonna be Carl.
Yeah. I like to hear that more channels are getting together on one stream.
Mm-hmm.
That's good to hear.
I mean, really, that's the only way you're gonna beat the bigger channels. Honestly, you just got a small channel, got to band together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good night, Lady Campion. Thank you for being here and hanging out. Coming out of lurk mode and everything for us. Have a good night. Oh, Sunfish, are you in what's it called, live chat, or are you in top chat?
No,
Oh yeah,
he's
see.
making a joke. I think because he said, "Hey, once you put that camera on, you disappear."
Yeah. Camo will appreciate that. Carl will appreciate that when he comes back in, I think, Mike. We should have let him know he needs to let us know when he gets back in. Justin, there's some kind of like background noise. Is it like a vehicle or something, or I don't know.
I might be fan.
Oh yeah, it might be that. It's okay. Okay, so they're saying that he was charged with reckless driving. Okay. Anyway, I hope Carl comes back and tells us if he's okay or what it was that he heard if he finds out. Well, what else is on our minds tonight, you guys? Any topics we need to discuss? Chat, do you guys have any suggestions for things to talk about? Are we feeling like we're winding down?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna hop off here in a minute. Probably. I was gonna doing my live not too long ago. I was gonna hop on here, say hi, and say what's up to
Yeah.
everybody, and
No, I'm glad you came up, Justin. You're always welcome, and it's always good to hear from you. I know I don't get to hang out in your lives very long usually. I have to I'm always like jumping around, but I'm glad when I catch you.
yeah, it's all
And you're
good.
sharing. I think you're sharing really good information. I always share out your stream too, because you should have more. You should have more people hanging out in your chats.
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, some, but it's just I don't even know YouTube sending out notifications a lot of times, but I get a
Yeah.
pretty decent amount of people in there.
Yep. Well, I like what you're doing. Stick with it, and I'll check into that thing with Eli and see what's going on.
All right, cool. Well, all right. Well, I'm gonna call it a night tonight. I'll catch you guys
Okay.
on the next live.
Yeah. Sounds
Good
good.
to see
Thanks,
you,
Justin.
Justin.
Yeah,
Later.
if you guys aren't subbed to Justin, that's actions, not distractions. Thank you, Mike. And please go sub up. He does some great lives and shares really good information.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope all the dads have a great Father's Day weekend. Thank you for the reminder. There you go.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Garrett, I did hear somebody else mention the timing But I didn't remember the name, Pete Davidson. I just heard them talking about someone comparing them to Anne. So I'm guessing that was the same person. Mm-hmm. Pa says, if Carl squeals like a pig, I'm out of here. And Anti says, that's when we know the entertainment's just beginning. Good night, Dank. Thanks for being here. Good to see you. Deliverance matters. Yeah. Too funny. All right. Well, you guys, it's 1:30 in the morning here, and we've been on for just over 2 hours. I feel like I'm getting into like chill mode. But
Watching that fire.
What was that, Bonnie?
Watching that fire, sitting here kind of
Yeah, I
now.
know. I'm surprised at how much it actually works because, like, with the music and the fire, I don't know, it's like just calming me out.
Yep.
But thank you, Bonnie, for coming up with me. I appreciate you so
Thank you for
much.
having me, Andy.
I'm kind of glad tonight it was a little bit of a smaller panel and we just got to talk a little bit more and hang out. You know, I kind of just wanted a chill time to talk. So thank you.
Yes.
And thank you to
Thank you.
everybody in chat and who comes to watch this later. And thank you, Anti and Mike, and all my mods who helped out. Appreciate you all. I hope you guys all have a great night. And I'm not sure. I guess I'll just talk about this for a second. My schedule is going to be changing here, just going into summer and a few other things that are going on too. So I'm really not sure when. I mean, not like I've been super consistent anyway, but I'm thinking that I'm going to be streaming more consistently on Mondays. Maybe let me know in the comments in chat or on comments on the video if you guys think that you like the earlier evening time, which would be like more I say earlier evening time, but like 6 p.m. Pacific, which is 9 p.m. Eastern, on a Monday night, or if you like the later, like tonight, like the, you know, like midnight Pacific, 3 a.m. Eastern time, that kind of idea. So let me know what you guys think, and if Mondays work or not. But yeah, I am hoping to get into a schedule where it'll be a little more consistent than it's been this past month, and also kind of get back into our Bible study a little bit too, just for those of you who are involved with that. So
Yay.
yeah, I know. I've been missing that, and I've heard from a couple other people too that are missing that. So I think we're gonna try to get some things rolling again. So, but anyway,
Sounds
thank you
good.
to everybody. Yeah, thank you to everybody for showing up and for having the conversations and for being respectful and just being great people. Appreciate you all.
Absolutely. Y'all are
All right,
great,
cool.
chat.
Yeah, you are. All right, love you all. We're stronger together. Let's keep on connecting and trying to find the silver linings in the midst of this all, right?
Right.
Okay. Have a good night, everybody. Love ya.
Love y'all. Good night.